Hey guys, Shaggy here, aka Genius. So just a few days ago, someone from the Nodo crew within the racing community came up with a brilliant idea of a different approach for a GTA 5 racing, just a different style of racing that, you know, could be done on the side whenever you're bored and just want to practice with racecraft or whatever. Of course, the purest form of racing that we all know in real life, which is race karting, that could be done also on GTA 5 due to the awesome track designs that people have come up with already within the community. And this is just one example, and this is my personal favorite one, created by ZeNzI, also part of Nodo crew. But the initial idea came from rb-driftin. Like I said, he's also part of that crew as well. This came a couple of days ago. He's also made a track, and all these tracks made by the community are available within the description below. So how does this work? Well, it's not mainly to do with the checkpoint placement of the track. It's the sort of the selected area given and the prop placements to make it feel as if you're actually in a race karting environment. So with that being said, it's of course, you know, quite tight, and you have to have the suited vehicles to be able to pull this off. And the solution for this, and the closest possible that you can get to a karting on this game, is Bifter. The Bifter itself, you know, it's got awesome turning circle, awesome traction, so you can pull off, you know, pretty much you could say easy overtakes, but it's still difficult when you consider that the conditions given here is quite, you know, quite tight spaces. So it really balances out between the two with the track design and the short tracks with this car's handling and performance. And of course it works well and smooth with it being stock. You know, it's no point in fully customizing it, you know, maximizing top speed and acceleration, because that's just going to cause more collisions. It's going to, you know, require more reaction times to other people's braking points. So that's not necessary. So this is pretty much the perfect balance with everything, you know, the smoothness. You're still going to get a little bit of bumper grind there and then, but if you do apply the racing knowledge, you know, the sort of video that I made yesterday, then everything should go well. And it depends obviously on the players in the lobby. Maximum at the moment is 10 plays available for each of these tracks. Of course you can't do more than that, otherwise it'll be too chaotic, because even with, let's say, 6 players, right, you can, the guy at front can easily end up lapping the 6th person in 2 laps or even 1 lap. And the way how 1 lap works is you basically do it 3 times to make it count as 1 lap, you know. So when you think about it, an average lap on this particular track you're watching right now is 2 minutes 30 seconds. But you're not really looking at the laps. You're just focusing on your battles and consistency, composure, you know, with everything else as well. So it's key to really concentrate on this, because it does get extremely intense, and that's what makes it absolutely fun, as opposed to the Grand Prix style races that we usually do or that we take extremely seriously. Is sort of, you know, that requires, I guess, extreme focus with, you know, it's quite easy to lose concentration because a lot of people do have low attention spans, and this is a perfect solution for those people that, and you know, to give racing a go from this perspective, to be able to maybe, you know, do the other perspective as well for Grand Prix style races. So this is a good way to practice everything, you know, all what we've spoken about and what is required for, you know, other style races. So the short tracks are perfect, man, for impatient people to work on patience, I guess, because it's kind of like it's a thing, isn't it, where even if it's a short track, to be able to go for overtakes, you have to be extremely patient, because you can't just rush into situations. You can't just nosedive, you know, the first corner and expect an overtake, you know. But here's the thing, that these are the sort of the conditions that we race in, but this is what makes sense to us. But of course, you obviously, considering that this is GTA 5, you have the choice to change the settings to how you want it to be like. So you could make it non-contact if that's what you're comfortable with. You could do whatever. You can put catch up, slipstream, but that's not the point of this. But you know, you have that free will to do that. But the intentions are pretty much to turn off catch up and slipstream, to try and use, you know, your knowledge and your skill to be able to defend or overtake under these conditions. And that is basically the sort of concept behind these designs, and to give that same sort of feel from actual race karting tracks in real life. So it's awesome. It's absolutely amazing that you can have it on GTA 5. So definitely give it a go. Like I said, the community are making the tracks as we speak now. I'll be also making a few tracks, with this sort of concept. And it's nice to see a different approach and more variety to GTA 5 racing, not just one type. There's different types. Some people like to do, non-contact racing, which we obviously did back when we first started. And there's other people that like to just constantly hot lap all the time, which of course we've done as well. And what we do at the moment is F1 style tracks. So these sort of tracks that have restrictions to be able to, you have to be forced to use the road to keep it fair and equal for everyone, so that driver skill actually matters rather than variables given from the GTA 5 mechanics, which are slightly broken technically for clean racing due to curb boosts and this and that. So we want to make it as fair as possible, like I said. So yeah, we do that and we thoroughly enjoy it, but it does get really tense and serious, and a lot of people do get boiled up. So after those playlists, we end up, I guess we're gonna start doing this. We literally started doing this yesterday. Look at this guy trying to block my line there, man. Relax yourself, Bumbati. So yeah, this is something that you could take seriously, or you could just take it chill. At the end of the day, personally for me, this is something that I'm just gonna keep doing whenever I have nothing to do, basically, and just really just go keep applying pressure and work on my racecraft even further. Because it's awesome, because there's a lot of quick thinking that is involved in reactions and all of that within small space and small time, and it's got another sort of skill gap, I guess. And this is awesome, by the way. You see the way he just took me. He took me there in the final corner on the outside on a small track. So anything is possible as long as the driver has the racing knowledge to be able to pull it off. So of course all the drivers within that one particular race under those conditions. So yeah, give it a go. It's extremely fun. Like I said, props and credit gone to Driftin for coming up with this idea and this concept. And there's so much you can do with the content creator with the props to be able to create different designs of these sort of tracks for race karting. And yeah, you can also try it with dune buggies, but it's not the greatest in my opinion. But both does work really well, and in stock, of course, to give that smooth racing experience. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Check out the racing rules video on the screen right now to sort of see how we race under these conditions and make it as fair as possible. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Check your sign out. Good night, peace. Yeah.